12 years ago, the teenager was last seen in Asheville after he left.
Today marks 15 years since the disappearance of Asheville native Zebb Quinn.
Sadly, as the recording of this video, and as we've rolled into the year 2022, the 22nd anniversary of Zebb Quinn's disappearance has passed. Hey y'all, my name is Huli and welcome to Carolina Mountain Mysteries. Go ahead and get nice and comfy and join me today as we discuss the case of Zebb Quinn. This case hits close to home for me, and I do mean that in the most literal sense. You see, Zebb and I are both from the same area. We were both born in Asheville in the 80s, and we both lived our lives here. Fortunately, my life has been a very good one here, and it hurts me to know that it didn't turn out very good for Zebb on what is assumed as the end for him on January 2nd of the year 2000 at the tender age of 18. Unfortunately, there are not that many clues in the case of Quinn known to the public, and I can only assume the police don't have much either. This story can get a little convoluted, but I will try to present it as straightforward and concisely as possible. So without further delay, let's get into it. I would also like to remind everyone that those suspected to be involved in the case are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Zebb Wayne Quinn was born on May 12, 1981 in Asheville, North Carolina, to loving mother Denise Fear-Aakash. Zebb grew up in Asheville. For some of y'all that haven't heard of the city, it is a small city nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains of western North Carolina. It is also home of the Vanderbilt Mansion, also known as the Biltmore House. It really is a lovely area, but every place has its dark side. Around 9 o'clock p.m. on January 2nd, at the beginning of the new millennium, Zebb Quinn had just clocked out at the local Walmart where he worked in the electronics department. Zebb owned a Mazda Protege, but was interested in buying another car. After work, Quinn met up with co-worker Robert Jason Owens in the Walmart parking lot to go to the community of Lester to look at a vehicle. The two drove separately. Later on, at around 9:15 p.m., Quinn and Owens were seen on surveillance cameras at a Citgo gas station on Long Shoals Road, buying soft drinks inside the convenience store. This is where things start to get a little fishy and convoluted. By the end of this video, you will probably be scratching your head over one thing or another. After leaving the gas station, and by the way, all this information was provided by Robert Jason Owens. Well, Owens says after leaving the Citgo that Quinn flashed his headlights to signal for Owens to pull over. According to Owens, Zebb claimed to have received a page on his beeper. You know, those things you could call in the 90s but had to wait for the person to find a payphone or get back to their home or office to call you back. Well, after being paged, Quinn found himself a payphone and called the number back. And we will find out who made that page in just a little bit. After getting off the phone, Quinn was described by Owens as frantic, and that Quinn canceled their plans to go look at the vehicle. Owens then describes Quinn speeding off and rear-ending Owens' truck, although apparently little damage was taken by the truck. And that there, folks, is the last time Zebb Quinn was ever seen. Now let's focus on Robert Jason Owens for a bit. Now get this. Owens was treated hours later at a hospital for a head injury and fractured ribs he sustained from what was allegedly a second car wreck that very same night. And yet again, there was very little damage sustained by Owens' vehicle. Not to mention, a police report was not filed, yet enough of an impact to break ribs and bust his noggin. This gives me pause, and it also leads me into some speculation that I will talk about at the end of this video. I can't find any concrete evidence, but an article from the website of Asheville-based newspaper, the Citizen-Times, gives Robert Jason Owens' age as 37 in April of 2017. So we can assume he was born around 1979-1980. Owens was no stranger to law enforcement before the Zebb Quinn disappearance, and had a criminal record dating all the way back to 1999. In 2002, Owens was involved in a high-speed chase with Asheville police. He was driving under the influence of alcohol and even shot at the officers. 2 days after Quinn was last seen, Owens called the Walmart where Quinn worked, pretending to be Quinn calling out for his shift. A co-worker noticed the voice was not that of Quinn's, and the call was traced back to a Volvo plant where Robert Jason Owens was an employee. When questioned, Owens confessed to making the call, saying that he was just doing his friend a favor, and that Zebb had asked him to call in sick for him.
When Owens was arrested for the murders of JT and Christy Codd in 2015, Asheville investigators also searched his Lester property for evidence in Zebb Quinn's case.
A turning point in Robert Jason Owens' life and the Quinn investigation happened on March 12, 2015. It was on this day that Owens took the lives of Christy Schoen Codd, her husband JT Codd, and their unborn child Skylar. Christy Schoen Codd was born Christy Schoen on September 3, 1976 in Madrid, Spain. Christy married her husband JT Codd in 2014. She was a chef and competed in the 8th season of the Food Network series Food Network Star in 2012. Christy and JT were reported missing on March 15, 2015. Authorities have not released any confirmed information relating to the manner in which Christy died, nor has a motive been established. On March 24, 2015, Owens' double-wide trailer home burned down. Owens was being investigated for the family's murder and a search warrant was executed on his Lester property. In a wood-burning stove, investigators found the remains of the couple. Owens admitted to killing the couple, stating that he had struck and killed them with a car. The state of North Carolina stated on August 4, 2015 that they would be seeking the death penalty if Owens was to be convicted. But he was later offered a plea deal and pleaded guilty to 2 counts of dismembering human remains and the murders of the couple. He will be spending a minimum of 59.5 years to a maximum of 74.5 years in prison for the Codd killings. It was while in prison that a Buncombe County grand jury indicted Owens with first-degree murder for the death of Zebb Quinn. Quoting Asheville police here, "This indictment is the result of years of investigative work and persistence by detectives of the Asheville Police Department, as well as ongoing partnerships with members of the Quinn family and the Buncombe County District Attorney's Office. But that is about all the information they have given to the public." Owens has been waiting since 2020 to go to trial for the alleged murder. Buncombe County District Attorney Todd Williams has stated that the trial is being delayed because, quote, of personnel changes, and jury trials have been suspended by order of Chief Justice Beasley due to the pandemic.
Today, a lead investigator with the police department spoke about those recent developments. Investigators wouldn't say what the missing piece was.
With so little information available to the public, it's a little hard to know for sure if Owens did kill Quinn. I guess we'll have to wait till he gets his day in court to know what the police know. There are some more things to consider though, and hopefully Asheville police have thoroughly investigated all of them. I will take some time now to go over a few, and it only adds to the confusion. Remember that page Quinn received on the last night he was seen? Well, that was from his aunt, Ina Eustich. She was not an aunt that he was particularly close with. They had little contact, and she denied making the call. Eustich was having dinner at the house of her friend Tamara Taylor that night, along with Taylor's daughter Misty and her boyfriend Wesley Smith. Eustich also filed a police report claiming that her house was broken into on the night of the dinner. The night of Zebb's disappearance, January 2nd, 2000. It was claimed that Wesley was abusive and also that Zebb and Misty may have had some sort of relationship going on at the time. It's also been stated that Zebb was afraid that Wesley Smith was going to assault him. Here's where things get weird. A couple of nights after Quinn's disappearance, a witness claimed to have seen a woman driving Quinn's car in downtown Asheville. She even worked with a police sketch artist, and it's been said the sketch bears a striking resemblance to Misty Taylor. Although I could find the police sketch, which I'll show here, I could not find a picture of Misty Taylor, so I can't confirm the similarity. A former classmate of Zebb's called his mom Denise and said that she had seen his Mazda protege at Little Pig's Barbecue in Asheville. The car was confirmed to be Zebb's and the driver's seat had been moved up. The headlights had been left on. A live black Labrador mix puppy was found inside. A plastic hotel key card that was supposedly untraceable was found inside as well, along with several drink bottles. And even more unsettling was the back windshield, which had a pair of lips and what is assumed to be an exclamation mark drawn on it with lipstick. Now, I'm not too sure that is an exclamation mark. To me, it looks like a 1 and a 0. It looks maybe like a score, like whoever won, Zebb 0. It definitely looks like a taunt. A jacket that did not belong to Zebb was also found in the car. Zebb's mom believes the vehicle was left at Little Pig so that she could find it, since the restaurant is located near Mission Hospital where she worked. Now back to Robert Jason Owens. Police were investigating his property and they were aided by his brother, who led them to a layer of concrete he said was part of a fish pond that Owens was constructing. It was located in an odd area to build a fish pond, as it was said to be too far away from the house to be enjoyed. Underneath the concrete slab, police found fabric, leather material, and unknown hard materials. The fish pond was later filled in with dirt. The property also contained an unidentified white powdery substance and numerous plastic bags, possibly containing lime or mortar mix. There is a lot to take in here, and I admit my mind has run wild with speculation. Authorities claim there is no connection between Misty Taylor and Wesley Smith with Robert Jason Owens. I really hope they have scrutinized this and investigated it thoroughly, because if the woman in the car was Misty Taylor, I don't see how there could not be a connection between them all. Either way, I do believe they are all an integral part of the night in question. For now, we will just have to take what the police are giving us. To be clear, I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but just the thought of Zebb being scared of Smith, the possible relationship with Taylor, and the lipstick lips on his car makes me think there's more to this than what is being presented. I would really like to know what evidence APD has on Owens, and you have to wonder if the trial keeps getting delayed because of a lack of hard evidence. I think Owens knows precisely what happened that night, but if he is not as guilty as we're being told, he isn't talking. You would think he would spill the beans if he knows something different, since he will be in jail for a very long time regardless. Whether he is convicted or not, Owens will not be a free man anytime soon, and if he is convicted, he will probably spend the rest of his life in prison. I just hope that Zebb's mom eventually gets the answers she is looking for.
Everybody is watching their children grow, and we are living the nightmare of not knowing where he is or what happened or anything.
So what do you think? Is Owens going down for a crime he either didn't commit or only had a small role in? Or is he the sole assailant and mastermind of the whole thing? Do you have any other theories? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for joining me with the first video on this channel. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you think it's not so great, please hit the thumbs down button. Feedback helps me tailor my videos in the future. Also, if you liked the video and think I've earned it, please consider subscribing and turn that notification bell on. And feel free to share this video. If there is enough interest, I would like to make this a monthly or bi-monthly thing. Stay safe and take care of yourself. I'm Huli, and I hope to see you next time. Take care, y'all.